Hello, Poker Guys audience. This is Jonathan, and I want to let you know we have a different kind of video we're showing you right now. We've started a new channel where Grant and I bet $100 on topical events, and we wanted to share our first video with you just to let you see what we're doing. We think it's pretty great. It's got that Poker Guys sauce that we know you love. We hope you enjoy it. And if you're not interested, just watch it for another till the algorithm picks it up as a view, and you're good. All right? But we want to share it with you. We hope you enjoy it. Come check out our new channel.
One of us is going to win $100. One of us is going to lose $100. Oh, Jonathan has $100. Congratulations, man. You're just claiming that you have
taping it to my forehead. Taping it to my forehead, Grant.
You're not going to do that. But that's something that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson might do in one of his more aggressive roles. I don't know. The topic today, our producer Jones has informed us, is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, which we're both excited about because how could you not enjoy talking about this guy? It's fun. Just his name alone, I think we can do 20 minutes on his name because he started as The Rock. He tried very hard to make it so he was no longer referred to as The Rock. He cannot shed The Rock. I don't know if he's re-embraced The Rock or not, but
I don't think so.
I know for a while I was just like, I'm just Dwayne Johnson. I'm a serious actor. Shut the hell up with The Rock thing, guys.
He's trying.
Yeah.
The Smashing Machine is coming out, I think, this weekend. It's his big Oscar play. I will say it looks amazing. It's directed by Benny Safdie, who is one of the Safdie brothers who did Uncut Gems. I think it's Benny. It's one of the two Safdie brothers. I'm pretty sure it's Benny. It looks amazing. It looks like he's going to be great, and I assume he is probably going to get nominated for the first time in his life. It's pretty exciting to be Dwayne Hart as The Rock Johnson. I question the name, too, and I understand why he wouldn't want to be known as that. It's got to be harder to win awards. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think if he wins an Oscar, he's going to be more able to shed the Rock moniker, I think. Yes. I think that's probably the case. So for those who are paying attention to the bet, it is Monday, September 29th, 2025, when we are making this bet. I don't know what the bet's going to be about, but it's going to be based on that time of life that we're in right now, which is when The Rock is trying to do prestige TV. What's your favorite Dwayne Johnson role up until this point? Do you have a favorite?
My answer is actually,
Johnson?
I 100% have a favorite. And I had not seen a lot of Dwayne Johnson's movies, to be fair. I did not see Jungle Cruise. I did not see the second Jumanji. But without question, my favorite role is Pain and Gain, where he's not even the lead. He's like the second or third lead to Mark Wahlberg. But that movie I love. Really good. And he is, in my opinion, at least up until The Smashing Machine, which, of course, I have not seen yet because it has not yet been released. I think it's his best acting he's ever done. He doesn't play the tough guy who's like funny and charismatic. He plays like a dumb, tough guy who screws everything up all the time. And it's based on a real person and is very funny and believable and great. And I really enjoy that movie. How about you?
As a fan of hyperbole, this isn't what I think is his best role as far as acting is concerned, but I think it's the Rocky thing that he could possibly do, but is his character in Fast and the Furious movies, Hobbs, I think, or is he Shaw? I don't know. It's he's one of those guys.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like him and Jason Statham did a spin-off movie, I guess, that I never saw.
They sure did.
But like the character that was so reflective of The Rock at the time being like, I am not allowed to lose a fight to Vin Diesel on camera. And Vin Diesel being like, I am also not allowed to lose a fight to The Rock on camera. We're going to fight through like a bunch of walls that could never be broken by human bodies. And we are essentially superheroes in this movie that has no magical properties. I love that about The Rock, that he was in that role being as dumb and macho as possible. That's like the ultimate Rock. He's like punching through airplanes and shit. Like, it's the best.
How dumb. How dumb is it to have in your contract that everyone knows about that you cannot lose a fight in a movie?
Yeah.
Like, that makes fights not interesting to watch in a movie, right? If I know the guy can't lose, that's not fun.
I'm pretty sure those movies did pretty well. Maybe it's okay. So,
maybe they would have done better. Fast X was kind of a disappointment. It's kind of a disappointment, Grant. They're going to make one more, but now they're not going to make 5 more. They're making 1 more, and they're out because, it's declining, Grant, let's be honest.
They had a much better run than you would expect, and I think we could do another whole 38 minutes on the Fast and the Furious franchise and the evolution of that over time. I mean, just a quick recap. We started with a gang of LA miscreants who were stealing TVs off of trucks and raced for fun on the side. And 6 movies later, they're government agents who cannot be killed by bullets. Like, how did we get there?
When you say they cannot be killed by bullets, it's not that bullets strike them and they don't die, right? It's that everyone's now a stormtrooper shooting at them, right? And so no one can hit them. That's what I mean,
well,
right?
that, but also like they don't die from normal things that humans would die from. There's like a particular scene, and I think it's the 6th one where Vin Diesel is on the hood of a car that's going 148 miles per hour, and he jumps to the hood of a car that's going the opposite direction at the same speed, and he like slams into the window, and there's like a little crack in the windshield bit, and he's like, my hip. Oh, I'm okay. It's just,
I've seen
they're jumping out of space.
Like clips.
They're stealing TVs, and then they're jumping from space to defeat the Russians or something. I don't know.
It would be better if their heists just didn't get like more grandiose in terms of what they were stealing, just how they were stealing. So they were going to space, but to steal monitors off the space station. So they're still basically stealing TVs. It's always about TV theft. Yeah.
Do you know the glare protection level? The glare protection level you need in space is so high they don't even allow it on Earth.
That resolution is 200K, buddy. It's nothing like we've ever seen. The NSA has had this for 6 years. We've got to get it. Yeah. We've got to get it. It's worth $1 billion. I know a guy in East LA who will buy it for 40% of its market value and fence it for me. Yeah, only the richest collectors, because they just keep it in a vault. No one can even watch that TV now.
Yeah.
All right. What's the bet?
Yeah, let's get to the bet about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
All right. Well, you are correct, Jonathan, that The Smashing Machine is coming out soon. It's coming out this Friday on October 3rd. And many critics are buzzing about this being the potential Oscar bait for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It is currently receiving a 79 on the tomato meter of Rotten Tomatoes. So that is what the critics are estimating this, the film so far, because some people have seen it early.
Jones, how many critic reviews do they have?
They had, I think there were over 50. Let me just look.
Okay. Okay, not like 4 though. It's like
84 reviews.
Okay, that's a lot.
And it's at 79%. So do you know there's a difference on Rotten Tomatoes? There's the tomato meter and there's the popcorn meter. So the popcorn meter is what the people sort of react to.
Yeah.
There are not, obviously because it's not out yet, there are not reviews on this film yet. So on October 6th, how high will the popcorn meter get for The Smashing Machine?
So let's be clear about the way Rotten Tomatoes does its metrics, because it's different than something like Metacritic, where it takes ratings that are on a dimensional scale. Rotten Tomatoes, you have to say yes or no, basically. It's like, I like this movie or I don't like this movie. So it's much harder to achieve.
Is that how that works for the popcorn meter as well, Chris?
Yes.
It is. Okay. Just making sure.
It is. So it's much harder to achieve a 95 or higher on a site with a dimensional rating scale than it is on Rotten Tomatoes. On Rotten Tomatoes, you could have a movie that's just like above average, but everybody has to kind of say like, well, yeah, it's definitely I can't give this a thumbs down, so I'm giving it a thumbs up, but I would give it a 7 out of 10. And that can get a 95%, right? Whereas on a dimensional scale, it can't. So it's historically, in my experience, the movies that have like 94% critics on Rotten Tomatoes and 58% popcorn meter, it's like, oh, this is going to be so boring. It's going to be like a lot of like auteur shit. Like there's going to be French spoken in this movie for sure. I'm not interested.
Yeah. Julie Binochet is one of the stars. Get out now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm a little concerned for this movie, just as an aside from the bet, about like that it's only at 79% on that many. I would expect that a prestige movie like this would be at like 95 plus, and then maybe if it's a boring movie, the users come in with a lower score. I don't know. So
this is not the kind of movie that I would expect the audience would have a higher rating than the critics would. I would think it would be the opposite most of the time with this specific kind of movie. Now maybe we're wrong, but I'm concerned about this movie now, just based on the 79. I like Grant saying, I would have thought it would be in the 90s easy on the tomato meter. And then still it would be an interesting question about the audience, because I assume it's a slower movie. Don't tell us this, but I wonder what something like The Brutalist did last year or 2 years ago, whenever it won. Like, what is the audience rating? Not the critics' reviews, I'm sure, were awesome on that, but what do the audience really think? Because Brutalist is like 3 hours and 20 minutes, and it's pretty freaking slow, and it's about an architect doing architecture mostly. I don't know, man. So yeah, this is at least about people hitting each other. There's violence, and Emily Blunt's in
that.
it.
Yeah,
Emily Blunt's in it. That's good, right?
All right, so we're going to send in some blind bids to Jones for what we think the user score is going to be. Whoever has the higher bid gets that number and over, and the other person gets under that number for $100. I'm going to send my bid in to Jones right now. Jonathan's going to send his bid in to Jones right now for the
sending mine in
popcorn
right
meter
now
on the smashing machine. I feel like this is the number that I'm sending right now. It came to my head right away when Chris started saying that it was 79 on the tomato meter. I was like, this is going to be the user score. I know the user score right now. It's this score.
Oh, that confidence. Your confidence
I feel
is
really
freaking
confident
me out.
about this one. I feel really good about this one, and watch me be 100% off, but that's fine.
Well, I mean, I hope to watch you be 100% off. I expect that's going to happen a lot. You're often confident for no actual good reason. This is probably another example of that. But having said that, it still shakes me a little bit, that level of confidence. It shakes me to my bones slightly.
It's part of
I'm slightly shaken.
It's part of my edge, man. You got to have an edge.
Oh,
all right,
let's
Jones,
reveal the bids.
Why don't you reveal the lower bid first and then the higher bid?
All right. Well, we have a bet. The lower number, so not the winning bid, is Grant at 58, and Jonathan wins the bet at 68 or higher.
Well, I don't win the bet. I win the auction. I don't win the bet.
You win the auction. Yes.
I wish I won the bet. I went 68. So yeah, I was trying to decide how far down to go. I think we both agree it's going to be less than the critics' number, almost certainly. And the question is, how boring is this
movie where The Rock gets sad? Like, come on, of course.
Here's the one thing I got going for me is it's possible Dwayne The Rock Johnson fans are just going to be like supportive of him. That's one thing I'm hoping for. The other thing is that this movie is going to self-select out some people who wouldn't want to see this kind of movie a little bit because it's a smaller movie. So it isn't like the whole world's going to go see this. Like, you have to work to see this movie a little bit.
So then the whole logic doesn't apply that we talked about earlier with like the user score versus critic score. There's lots of small movies where it's like a super high critic score and a pretty low user score.
No, it is absolutely true what you just said. I'm just trying to give myself reasons to feel good here, man. You don't got to poke holes in everything. Nobody cares, okay?
This is the time to poke holes. I can now reveal all of my thoughts because the bid has been made. Like,
so the question is really, like how boring is this movie? Because like if the reason why the critics didn't like this movie is because it's a little too broad, actually, that works for me. You know what I mean? That means the fans are going to like it more. But if the reason why the critics didn't like it is because it's slow as hell, I've seen the preview, man. The preview looks amazing. I believe in this movie. I think I'm going to win this. All right, let's ask Jones. Jones is, of course, the arbiter of all things. Before we know the actual answer, Jones always tells us who he thinks is going to win. And, of course, we're going to keep track of that, too. And we're going to find out if he's any good at this kind of stuff. Jones, who made the better bet here?
I'm a sucker for the buzz right now. So I think the people are actually going to like this movie. So I'm going with Jonathan.
All right.
It's a cool bet.
All right, let's come back on October 6th and find out who won. All right, I got two kids, and I really hope they're smart enough to both go to college, so I need The Rock to suck. Jones, please let it be under 68. I haven't looked. I don't know the results. What is the user score on this terrible movie? Let's hope.
Oh, come on. The critics like it. All right, go ahead. Bob.
The popcorn meter for the Smashing Machine is 77.
Damn it!
Kazam!
Son of...
But wow!
I should win. I should win in spirit.
I agree. You do win in spirit. Just not in any financial terms you lose. That's all. But in spirit, you absolutely win. In morality, you win. In vitality, you win.
Morality.
It's just the money way.
In morality, it's an easy win. It's not hard against
you
to win in morality.
But I agree. But, sometimes the good guy doesn't win. It's better that way, actually.
Yeah, I know. You love dark stuff. You love it when it's dark.
No Country for Old Men type situation.
The Smashing Machine probably has some dark moments. I'm probably never going to see them because those scores, 78 critics, 77 users.
Not bad.
Come on, I'm not going to watch that.
I'm seeing it.
I'm not going to watch that.
I'm seeing it.
Jones, you going to watch it? You going to watch The Smashing Machine?
I am probably not. And actually, the critic score has gone down. It's now at 73.
Oh.
So it's...
Well, look, guys. I'm taking that $100 that I just won from Grant Dennison over there, and I'm going to spend it on one ticket, please, and some popcorn to the Smashing Machine. Thank you very much.
All right.
It's a
I'm sending you the
freebie.
$100. Enjoy the $100. I don't mean
I'm taking the $100.
I hope it's a terrible $100 for you. hope you accidentally buy your own demise with this $100.
You know what I might do? I might buy
go
extra
buy
seats.
so many packs of cigarettes. That's what I want you to do.
I'm going to go buy myself to the movie. I'm going to buy as many seats as $100 will buy, just to waste the money.
Okay. Yeah, that's something you would do. I believe that.
I will not do that.
Yeah, I don't think
that
so.
is impossible. That's correct. That's going right in the bank.
Well, I'm going to win next week. I have a good feeling because next week we are betting on Taylor Swift. You know, when a Taylor Swift album has come out, you all know that. We bet on it before that happened, and we're going to get the results next week.
I'm really pessimistic about this one. She's too popular.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about this one. I might get that money back. Don't spend it all
yet,
Levy. You know, it might not be a good idea.
I don't gotta be what you wanted me to be. I just gotta be living life